A video is going viral all over the internet featuring this young man being taken to the prom by his father. I have a whole lot to say about this one. Let's talk about it. Welcome back or welcome to Uncle ABL, and in today's video, we're talking about a very viral video that is sweeping the entire internet, featuring a young man dressed as a young woman. Hair, makeup, nails, the whole 9 yards. And a tuxedo dress kind of combination. Now the young man's going to prom and his father is taking him, and the dad has on a matching outfit. I do not approve of this. I think it is the worst thing you could do as a father, encouraging the behavior the son is exhibiting. And there's a lot more I want to say, but first, before we get into the video and everything else, I want to say a couple of things. The first thing is, do not harass a young man or the dad. Any comments, positive, negative, leave them right here on my video. Also, I have no problem with the LGBTQ community. Whatever you want to do as consenting adults, that's your business, not mine. However, boys must still be raised to be men. If you grow up and say, you know what, I want to fornicate with men as a man, that's your business, but you still must be raised as men. Because if men are allowed to be like women, to be emotional, to be soft, and to be feminine, who's going to lead society? Who's going to push this nation forward? The nation cannot stand with boys being raised like this. So I got a big problem with it. And before we go any further, let's get to the actual video. Let's get to the clip here. I'll link to the original clip in full in the box, and you can see it right there if you want to. But let's watch this, check out the scenery, check out what's happening, and I'll talk about it afterward.
My husband surprised his son by taking him to the prom.
Don't mess up that makeup, gather. 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 He's crying. Don't mess up your makeup. Look out, look out, look out. Look down, let him cry. Oh, he's crying. Oh my God. Oh, you made him cry. Wait. Let's let him fall on the floor. Let him fall. Let him fall on the floor. Oh, poor baby. I know my son's going to cry.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna play a little bit more, but I kind of had enough. There's so much wrong here. First of all, Dad, you soft. I don't care. You're trying to support your son. You want to be there for his son. You soft because you need to be the leader. You got to be the one that says, you know what? This is not okay. This is not all right. He's surrounded by women, and all they're gonna do is just coddle his feelings. That's where you as a man step in. You have no feelings. You got to be the rock for this boy. Maybe you weren't there when he was growing up. Maybe you were in the penitentiary, whatever the case may be. But regardless of where you were, regardless of what you did, you got to be that rock for this boy, because this kind of thing right here is unsustainable. He won't be able to survive out there in the world as a man dressed this way. Hold on. And behaving this way, you know, the crying, and the women are encouraging them. Oh, cry, baby, let them cry. Nah. See, we don't have time for that. That puts us in the space where women reside. That should be their space to reside, not men. Look up. Oh. You got a fan with feathers on it. You have on a tuxedo dress type outfit, and the dad just right there in the matching outfit. Dad, what's happening? What's going through your mind right now as you see your boy dressed like this, and you trying to be the supportive dad? You trying to take him to the prom? What's going through your mind right now?
Oh, Mello's crying. He didn't know his pops was going to be there. He's crying. This is monumental. I know. I'm so crying. Oh.
All right, I've had enough. You get the idea of what's going on. Okay, the boy is dressed like a girl, hair, makeup, nails. They're talking about some, oh, messing makeup up. What? And the dad's right there not saying nothing with a matching regular male outfit on. I suppose dad is straight. That's what I suppose. So you have on the dude version of what your boy's wearing. This is completely ridiculous. Look, some are going to be upset at what I'm saying. Some are going to say, well, little ABL, you know, this dad is just trying to be there for his son. You can be there for your son while not coddling him like the women are doing. You trying to be like the women. The women are naturally going to be coddling. This is why women, in my humble opinion, are not good to raise children, especially boys, beyond age, I would say 8 or 9. Once you start to kind of get a little bit older, closer to middle school age, you're preparing for puberty, you need to have the influence of your father more than the mother. When you're a little boy, you're a little girl, and you're not able to communicate effectively, you're not able to express your emotions effectively, the woman is able to be in tune with you emotionally and understand your needs without having you communicate it directly. She's the best for early education. Men do not do well with early education. Women are better than us when it comes to early education. Okay, kindergarten teaching. Look, if you got a kindergarten class or preschool or daycare, you want women to be there. That's what they're good at. Okay, they're also good at being nurses. Same thing. If you half dead on the deathbed, you bleeding out, you can't communicate, and you need someone to be there for you to take care of you in that moment, to cater to your needs, then, okay, the woman is great for that purpose. But once you got to train and prepare for battle and really get serious, that's where the men come in. And a boy, especially a black boy, you need to be ready for some serious hurdles in your life, depending upon where you live at, especially you in the hood area, or you might be in the hood area and you dodging danger. You got to have your head on the swivel. The father has got to be there for that. He's got to be there for that. I'm going to come back so you can see me clearly. I don't support that at all. I understand what the dad probably was trying to do, trying to be there for your boy, trying to be supportive, but all you're doing is just enabling negative behavior. You're not empowering your boy to be the best version of himself. I don't care if he's gay. That's aside from the point. You see, you could be gay without being involved in that type of behavior. Also, just because he's gay does not mean he can't be a man and he can't do masculine things. Okay? And really, if you talk to real gay people, like actual normal gay people, they'll tell you, like my uncle was actually like a cross-dresser. My uncle would cross-dress. Like I saw him before dressed up with the fake breasts and everything. Okay, I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. Even he would tell you, because he told me, he was like, when you're young, you need to be, as a boy, involved in masculine kind of things. If you're in a household surrounded by women and they have no male leadership at all, you're going to be subject to what they are teaching you. If there's no men, no fathers, no uncles, no grandpas, no older male cousins, nothing like that for you to look up to, for you to have as that beacon of light to help you get into manhood, all you're going to do is default to the behavior of the women around you. So when the man comes to your life, the man needs to help push you forward into your masculine. If that's not happening, then you're just doing the wrong thing. And even the gay person would tell you, my uncle told me, he was like, well, when you're young, like I said, you got to be involved in masculine things. You got to be involved in sports and stuff like that to develop as a man. Because if you don't have those things, those masculine things, if you don't know how to use tools, if you can't do physical activity, if you're just not in those things, it's hard for you to make up for it when you get to be older. And that'll manifest itself in various ways, not just the fancy, flamboyant type of stuff that the boy was on. Not just that, but when it comes to making a decision, when it comes to raising the family, if you're going to have kids, if you're going to be delivered, when it comes to being a man, you're going to be forever hampered. And your father is part of the process because he's soft. He wants to be accepted by you and the family. But what he's doing by trying to gain that acceptance is further hampering the progress of his boy. So no, I don't support this at all. I understand wanting to be there for your kids, but being there for your children does not mean letting them do whatever they want to do whenever they want to do it. And I think this right here is an example of letting your boy do whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it. I mean, seriously, when I was a kid, like even to ask about a pair of earrings, I've never had earrings, no piercings or nothing like that, because I had men in my life and they didn't have it. My dad was a Marine and the firefighter. My uncle was in the Navy, in the military. Granddad was in the military. Granddad had a knife collection in his house that I would see right in the front. They all had guns. They all shot. I shot my first gun when I was like 8, 9 years old on the farm. I had actual masculine role models in my life. That's why I am the way I am. And you can see that he is the way he is because of the lack of masculine male role models. And the males that are in his life are soft as the women. That's why he is the way he is. So, nah, I don't support that at all. I get it. Like I said, I get it. You want to support your boy, whatever. Okay, that's fine. But that is not the way to go about it. Do what's right by your boy. Even if nobody likes it right now, it'll still be the best thing to do. But that's pretty much all I got. Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.